that is yet to be known, but important that this comes after court had asked Shah Jahan to surrender. Sources saying that Mamta's police may stage Shah Jahan's arrest. Either staged arrest or surrender on own terms is likely, according to sources. So an action that's expected in Sandeshkhali. We will go across to Niranjan as well from the Kannada newsroom, but note that this is early morning action. Sources telling Republic that Shah Jahan Sheikh, who remains on the run for over a month now, could surrender before the police. And this after the High Court in very clear terms had stated, in very clear words had stated that Shah Jahan must surrender in wake of all that's been happening in Sandeshkhali. That's been the epicenter of all that's of the unrest that we've been seeing for over a month now. So sources tell Republic that Mamta Banerjee's police may stage Shah Jahan's arrest. This after court had asked for Shah Jahan's surrender. And the question here arising if Mamta's police is staging lip service action after court had asked Shah Jahan to surrender. All right, Niranjan is with us. Niranjan, it seems that Mamta Banerjee seems to be succumbing to the pressure, but important to note here that this comes after High Court had very categorically stated that Shah Jahan Sheikh should surrender before the police.
Well, she's not succumbing to any pressure. Let me tell you that she has no choice. Mamta Banerjee is going to stage this arrest. The police in Bengal are going to stage this arrest. Because it appears from what we are hearing. And the movement since last evening, you had the topmost officers of the Bengal police, all of whom have collectively failed to, arrest Shah Jahan or give justice to the women of Sandeshkhali, selectively acting, and they have all gone and moved towards Sandeshkhali. Let me give you a few updates. Now, what is happening today is that the case is coming up in the court. The case of Shantupan is also coming up in the court when we are going to fight it out against the Mamta Banerjee government. Now, the second aspect is, today the Mamta Banerjee government is going to be questioned on why they haven't been able to arrest Shah Jahan yet. 2 days back, they were questioned, they were pulled up, saying that Shah Jahan is taking the entire system into a tizzy, but he's saying that he's sort of mocking the system, and the state government has failed to arrest him. And that is why today, before the case comes up in court, the police, it appears, are going to give him some sort of option to surrender on his own terms. That could be one of the possibilities we are hearing. Let me tell you a few news points of what is happening right now. As we speak, we are hearing that the dawn that Mamata Banerjee is backing completely to the hilt. He may be allowed to surrender on his own terms. This is what we are hearing. He may be allowed to surrender on his own terms. He also may be taken in by the Bengal police just to protect him from the Enforcement Directorate swooping in. Remember what happened when the Enforcement Directorate came in looking for Shah Jahan? They were all attacked, physically attacked. Enforcement Directorate team physically attacked in Bengal by Shah Jahan's goons in his home turf. All of this has happened. All of this is on camera. So they may be trying to take him into custody even before the Enforcement Directorate probably swoops in. Now, what we fear is that the Mamata Banerjee government and the police in Bengal may try and stage this arrest. And the reason I'm saying stage this arrest is because they have been exposed even in the courts when they have been questioned why the entire state has failed to look for Shah Jahan in the last 40 days. So it's embarrassing. It's not just an embarrassment. They've been exposed left, right, center on how they have failed to give justice to the women of Sandeshkhali. And they've been pulled up by the court. And to make things worse, they have attacked the media and the Republic Bangla team and the Republic Media Network once again, and they have taken Shantupan into custody. Last night, we were live until about 1 a.m., but let me tell you, for all our viewers who are joining us this morning, Shantupan was moved out in the middle of the night, in the dead of the night. He was moved out of Sandeshkhali. He was being kept at the Sandeshkhali police station. He was moved out in the dead of the night, brought in a ferry, and taken in a private vehicle, and he was taken to the CID, where we were told that the CID would question him for God knows what crime that he's done, right? Now, all of this is happening at a time he's moved out of Sandeshkhali, and the entire force from Bidhannagar, Barakpur, etc. have moved into Sandeshkhali. It looks like there's a huge police force that is gathered in Sandeshkhali to stage this arrest, and that is the sense that we are getting. They've been camping there for quite some time. and we fear that they could be staging this arrest of Shah Jahan. And the reason why I'm saying fear is because they have no other choice. Mamata Banerjee, whose government has been exposed time and again, backing such characters and such criminals, will have to answer in court today. So before it comes up in court, perhaps this is a face saver that they're trying to attempt to arrest him and give him some sort of terms. They may give him his own terms to surrender, and that is a huge possibility is what we are hearing. Let me also tell you that don't be surprised if this entire arrest is going to be staged, because they have moved the media out of there, and some of our reporters are on the outskirts, and they have moved the media out of the main areas from where they are operating. And our own reporter Shantupan, who was in the police station, has been moved out in the middle of the night. So anything is possible there, with hundreds and thousands of police officers suddenly gathering in Sandeshkhali like they had no idea what was happening for the last 40 days, being pulled up and exposed by court. They've all landed up in different groups and different buses. Like suddenly they've discovered where Shah Jahan is. It almost looks like they're going to pick up Shah Jahan today, is the sense that we're getting. Let me also tell you, meanwhile, the ADG is at the Sandeshkhali PWD guest house. These are some updates that I'm picking up, so I'm giving you these updates. The DGP is hinted at the arrest of Mamata Banerjee's back dawn. DGP has been camping there in Sandeshkhali, has been doing the Mamata Banerjee diktat. And there's complete choreography that's taking place. It appears completely choreographed. Whichever way you look at it, this entire police force did nothing, were almost hand in glove with these criminals for the last over a month, right? And they have no clue where Shah Jahan is. They have absolutely zero idea that they call themselves policemen, that they have no idea where Shah Jahan is for the last 30 to 40 days. And suddenly, after being pulled up by the court, and before the case comes up in the court today, they've all gone into Sandeshkhali and are trying to stage this arrest. And they want all of us to believe that there's going to be some sort of a breakthrough. Such a shame, isn't it? Let me also tell you that an armed combat force has also been brought in with tear gas at the Sandeshkhali police station. And I think we're getting in some visuals from our Republic Bangla team. So if Mamata Banerjee thought that after arresting Shantupan and after filing all those FIRs against our teams, we would back out of Sandeshkhali, we have bad news for Mamata Banerjee. Miss Mamata Banerjee, more and more reporters of the Republic Media Network are in Sandeshkhali right now. So let me play out some of the visuals that they've been sending in. I think we also have that soundbite where Mamata Banerjee was backing Shah Jahan. I'll ask my production control room in Delhi if they can pull out that soundbite and play that, please.
Now, in the latest that's coming in, note that Republic reporter was taken to an undisclosed location in the dead of night. And while all of this happened late last night, Shantupan's wife has already written to the state police expressing concern for her husband. In fact, also details coming in that ADG South Bengal Additional Superintendent of Police Basirat have already arrived in Sandeshkhali. A team of CID officials have also arrived, and shortly a press conference is going to be of DGP Rajiv Kumar and other officials. So a team of CID officials having arrived in Sandeshkhali. All of this happened when Shantupan was taken to an undisclosed location from Sandeshkhali. So a lot of developments that we are tracking. Note that his wife has already apprised the state police. Talking about all that happened late last night when he was arrested. The police did not have any insignia. In fact, he was taken in a private van and then to an undisclosed location. So on February 19th, when Shantupan was arrested only for doing his job, he was covering the Sandeshkhali horror, bringing to light what all has been happening in Sandeshkhali as being claimed by the women, the mass rape allegations that the women in Sandeshkhali have alleged by TMC goons. And while Republic reporter was doing his duty, was on the ground getting the plight of women in the area, he was unlawfully arrested, and later he was kept in the custody and tortured as well, as he claimed and late last night he was taken to an undisclosed location.